The following is a presentation of KBEK Sports, local sports.
Past the 25, to the 20, to the 15, he's going to high step into the end zone, touchdown!
Here, wide receivers split each side.
He's still going into the end zone.
East Central Minnesota, the action starts now. To bring you the call, here's Ethan Game Day Gilman.
And good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome into St. Benedict. Well, at the campus of St. Benedict, or the College of St. Benedict. We'll figure it out as we are out here at Claire Lynch Hall on the campus of the College of St. Benedict for this afternoon's game in Section 6AA for the girls' playoffs between the Foley Falcons and the Sauk Center Main Streeters. I'm Ethan Game Day Gilman, and welcome in to this afternoon's game. I'm excited for this one here on KBEK 95.5 FM as we are set to go. I am looking at these two teams. You know, Foley has had a good year. They've had an up and down year a little bit. But for the most part, it has been a really good year for them as they look to continue their run and try and get past the number one seeded Main Streeters here this evening, or rather this afternoon. It's all sorts of messed up just because it's the afternoon, but I'm excited to be out here on the College of St. Benedict's. Usually this is at St. John's, so they switched it up a little bit on us this year, but it is still a beautiful sight for some girls basketball. Looking at these two teams coming into this afternoon, we'll preview that a little bit, then we'll take commercial break. But first, Sauk Center, the number one overall seed in Section 6AA at 24-2, 9-0 overall, and the seventh best team in Class 2A for girls basketball. Foley, by the way, was the ninth seed in the section. 15-12 is where they finished. 8-9 in the section. Some could argue that they probably should have been 8, 7, or even the 6th seed, but this is how the seeding went for this year. As Foley winds up as the 8th seed. Foley came in and had to play in the first round on Thursday on the road, not too far from here over at Holdingford, where they got the win on the road 64-53, and that just goes to show you how good this Foley team can be and is, and they are looking for a big win here this afternoon, which would be an upset of big proportions over the number one seeded Main Streeters of Sauk Center. Sauk Center was a very good team last year. They made a run to the section championship, but Albany, of course, got the win there. And for this year, Sauk Center, they've kind of got the road paved for themselves. Not so much easy road, but a road that I think that they will certainly take for themselves, as it is a road that really goes through them as the number one seed. The number 2 seed, Royalton, was undefeated during the regular season, 26-0. They were only the 12th ranked team, but again, there's so much that goes in the QRF. They were able to beat, unfortunately, our local team, Mora, 66-30 in the first round. So it's a little bit of a preview as to what this game is going to look like here this afternoon. We're going to take a moment to hear a word from our fine sponsors. Then we'll be back with more on this game here out at the College of St. Benedict at Claire Lynch Hall, the home of the Bennies, on 95.5 FM KBEK.
Embrace Orthodontics offers a unique specialized approach to orthodontic treatment with custom braces or Invisalign. The team at Embrace loves getting to know their patients personally and takes the time to make sure all your questions are answered. Their board-certified orthodontists use only the latest in modern technology to give you the best outcome possible. They work with your insurance company and offer flexible financing options to fit your budget. Call today to set up your free exam and see how Embrace Orthodontics can transform your smile. More online at embracemn.com. That's embracemn.com.
Whoa! Better get into the Freeway Holiday Station store in Pine City and start saving. Right now, grab a Meat Lover's burrito or new Ranchero beef and cheese burrito. I want one right now. Wash it down with everyone's favorite Celsius, buy one, get one free. And Holiday still has the $3, $4, $5 meal deals on some of your favorite items. Better get into the Freeway Holiday Station store and save. Open 24/7, 365. The Freeway Holiday Station store in Pine City.
Physical therapy. It's one of those services you don't think about until you need it. Pain happens. Count on the team at Physical Therapy Consultants to help. Physical Therapy Consultants, with locations in North Branch, Isanti, Zimmerman, St. Francis, Andover, and Ham Lake, accept all insurance plans, workers' comp, and auto. Their expertise can help you and your body repair. Find out how Physical Therapy Consultants can help you heal. Call 1-888-THERAPY today. 1-888-THERAPY for Physical Therapy Consultants.
Need reliable energy? Burnett Dairy Cooperative has you covered with top quality propane services. Whether you're heating your home, running your business, or firing up the grill, our propane is safe, efficient, and always dependable. Choose Burnett Dairy Cooperative Propane, your trusted partner for all things energy. Stay warm, stay powered, stay local.
And here's the pitch.
Here's the pitch. The premier indoor batting cages in North Branch. Whether you're trying to make the team or take the team to the next level, Here's the Pitch has state-of-the-art pitching machines for both baseball and fast-pitch softball. $35 gets you cage time with your own pitcher. $40 gets you cage time using one of their top-tier pitching machines. Screens, plates, helmets, they've got the equipment, you provide the batter. Find Here's the Pitch on Facebook or visit here'sthepitchmn.com. here'sthepitchmn.com. Back here on 95.5 FM KBEK, the Foley Falcons getting ready to take on the Sauk Center Main Streeters here at Claire Lynch Hall on the campus of the College of St. Benedict for this Section 6AA girls basketball matchup. I'm Ethan Game Day Gilman. I'm excited to be out here to bring you this matchup. Taking a look at these two teams again, Sauk Center, the number 1 seed, Foley, the number 9 seed, which it really could have been one of 3 seeds for Foley, but they wind up as the number 9 seed after beating Holyford in the first round, 64-53. That's how they got here. But again, their opponent, Sauk Center, was 24-2 during the regular season, 9-0 in section play. They didn't lose in the section. Can Foley be the one to get the one win over Sauk Center? And that would be the only one that they need. For Sauk Center, looking at it again, only 2 losses on the year. That came to both Minnewaska and Barnesville. And if we take a look at both of those teams, Minnewaska, a very good team in their own right, playing out of Section 3AA, and they are the 14th ranked team, 26-3. They are currently in their what looks to be section championship, it looks like. So they have done really well this year, has Minnewaska. So again, taking a look at the losses for Sauk Center, one was a team that looks to be in their section championship. The other one was Barnesville, who plays out of Section 8AA. That was only a 3-point loss for Sauk Center, as was the other one. But for Burnsville, they are the 18th ranked team, 19-6, and they are about to play their first playoff game here today against Frazee in Barnesville. So they get that home game here today. But again, for Sauk Center, those are the only 2 losses this season for them. Otherwise, it's been pretty dominant. Looking at some of the teams, trying to get some more local teams, if you will, or just teams that we might recognize. Malacca is one of them. That was a 16-point win for them. And then another closer one, I guess, or one that is well known, is Albany. That was a 16-point win. Pretty dominant there. And then maybe another one was Foley, who they beat 62-33 right at the end of the season on February 20th. Not that long ago, 62-33. And so looking at this game here today, this afternoon, Foley, obviously you look at that one and go, okay, well, that was on the road. It was a tough win. But Foley has the ability to this afternoon to pull off a really big upset. Now, again, obviously that game on the road, so you're in enemy territory. You're not going to, a lot of times, sometimes, I shouldn't say a lot of times, you don't play your best ball on the road. But for Foley, again, facing a tough team, it's not easy to do. Speaking of the Falcons, they're 15-12 on the season, including that one playoff win, 8-9 in the section. They score 63 points per game while giving up 58. So we've seen this team, they know how to score some points. I think it's going to today be up to the defense, as this Sauk Center team knows how to score some points. We'll get to that in a moment. For Foley, they've lost some tough games to St. Cloud Cathedral, Holdingford, and Annandale, all section teams. But those were close games. Annandale was only a 5-point loss. Holdingford was an 11-point loss, so you really turned those around. They lost to Albany by 11. I would guess if they played them again, that'd be a different story. They lost to Malacca and Baram. Both of those were, the Malacca game was a 14-point loss. The Baram game was about a 14-point loss. They also lost to Pequot Lakes, Royalton, the number 2 seed. Albany again, Malacca, Sauk Center, and Pequot Lakes. But again, they beat Holdingford on the road, 64-53. I'm telling you right now, getting a win on the road in the playoffs, it is so much harder than it is during the regular season. We talked about, how it's so hard to win on the road during the regular season. Compound that by about 10. That's how hard it is during the postseason to win on the road. And Foley was able to do that at Holdingford and get an 11-point victory. So a lot of people might look at this game and go, this is going to be a blowout. It's not going to even be close. It's going to look like the first game. And I'm not so sure. With Foley being able to win on the road on Thursday, then come back to nearly the same spot and have their fans out here. This is a game in which both teams are technically on the road. It's a little bit closer for Sauk Center, but these two teams are both on the road. It's a neutral site game. And for Foley, they've got to be taking momentum from that first win on the road in the playoffs. To win on the road in the playoffs is not easy to do. So for Foley, I'm thinking they can't think to themselves, hey, we can pull off an upset here this afternoon and go on to the next round, and then they'd have the road to the championship really run through them, because after you beat the number 1 seed, everyone's got to look at you and go, oh, wow, now we got to beat them. So can Foley pull off the upset? We'll have to wait and see. But that is going to do it for the pregame here. We're going to take one more commercial break. We're going to get our national anthem played, and then we're going to have our starting lineups when we come back after a word from our fine sponsors here on KBEK.
We're proud to support local athletes during the playoffs. Whether you're an athlete or a fan, Wellia Health is here to help keep you performing at your best. For all your sports medicine needs, visit us at Wellia Health online to learn more.
Free college is possible at Pine Technical and Community College. Students of all ages may be eligible for a tuition and fee-free pathway to education thanks to the new North Star Promise Scholarship. If you're a resident of Minnesota and have a family-adjusted gross income of $80,000 or less, apply online today for free and join us in high-demand programs such as nursing, gunsmithing, machining, automated systems, cybersecurity, early childhood education, liberal arts, and more. Whether you're starting out or starting over, learn more at pine.edu.
Arrowhead Transit, your community, your ride. Arrowhead Transit is proud to support this station and bring you reliable public transportation in your community. Whether you need to get to work, school, or the doctor's office, our friendly drivers and comfortable buses are here to serve you. We're committed to connecting communities and making transportation accessible for everyone. Arrowhead Transit is your community partner in getting around. Arrowhead Transit is a supporting sponsor of the station and is dedicated to supporting our local communities.
Your journey to smile with your forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners with locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget, whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics, a smile you will embrace forever.
The mushroom melt is back at A&W. How does this sound? Sautéed seasoned mushrooms and onions with melted Swiss cheese on your choice of a juicy burger or grilled chicken. Then add golden French fries and a medium soft drink. It's the mushroom melt and fries combo at A&W. Now, top it off with a classic A&W root beer float featuring vanilla soft serve and made fresh root beer, all in a frosty mug. Or how about the A&W root beer freeze? Signature combos and delicious treats always at your local A&W restaurant in Pine City.
At Burnett Dairy Cooperative, we're more than just your local dairy. We're also a trusted propane provider, serving homes, farms, and businesses across northwestern Wisconsin and east central Minnesota. Whether you need a tank installed or reliable delivery, we're here for you 365 days a year with flexible options that fit your needs. As a farmer-owned cooperative, we're committed to supporting our community because your home and farm deserve the best. Call 715-689-1032 to learn more. Burnett Dairy Propane, serving you with pride every day of the year.
untangling your headphones, finding the right remote, saying goodbye to your favorite shirt that hasn't fit in 10 years. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who live in your community and answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like finding a new favorite shirt. That's simple human sense.
Contact your local auto owners agency, Pine Insurance Agency at pineagency.us today.
You gotta stop somewhere, so make a stop into the Holiday Station store in Pine City and start saving. Right now, grab CK Oil, save $2 when you buy 2, or CK Diesel DEF treatment for only $23.99. While you're at Holiday, they still have the $3, $4, $5 meal deals on some of your favorite items, and Refresh Team Spirit with Mountain Dew are 3 for $6, or Celsius, buy one get one free. Whoa! Better get into the Freeway Holiday Station store in Pine City.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, girls basketball fans. We are getting ready for the Foley Falcons. Adeline Rudnitsky will be starting for your Foley Falcons. They're going to alternate, so I will as well. Then for Sauk Center, it will be number 1, Nadia Stadsvold. And for the Falcons, number 11, Lydia Anderson. On the other side, 15, Sierra Corton. Then back for your Falcons, number 12, Katie Mazizek. And then number 21, Maddie Schuster. And again for the Falcons. It'll be number 13, Kylie Stortkamp. And then number 35 for the Main Streeters, Elizabeth Hertkoff. And then for your Foley Falcons, it is going to be number 14, Abby Wheeler. And then back for the Main Streeters, number 45, Victoria Jennison. So those are your starters here for both of these teams. As we prepare for tip-off here on Nice 95.5 FM, KBEK. Again, game day Gilman out here at the College of St. Benedict for this afternoon's game. The first of 4 out here on this campus as we are ready to get started. Both these teams headed out towards center court for tip-off as I'm a little bit behind. They didn't have these starters on the scoreboard, so I had to wait for them to announce them. So if I'm a little bit behind, if I sound a little bit behind, I apologize, but here we go. It's going to be Abby Wheeler. And along with Victoria Jennison. And it is one, the tip-off is by the Streeters. And, oh boy, an early 2 for Maddie Schuster. So that's how the game will start off. Foley coming back the other way, though. Now to the top of the key here for Mazizek. Mazizek coming down the lane. Now trying to get to the basket herself. She stops, puts up a little bit of a floater. It's off the front of the rim. No good, and rebounded there by Victoria Jennison. Nearly stolen away on the other side by the Falcons. We're going to get a jump ball, and the ball will go back to the Falcons. Nice job there, tying that one up by Anderson to get the ball back for Foley. Falcons have it in their offensive zone. Now with it is Mazizek again. She'll hand it down now to Wheeler. Wheeler has a chance for a 2 there just inside the perimeter. Instead, she's going to give it to Rudnitsky. Rudnitsky tosses it out here on the near side to Anderson. Anderson now the give to on the far side elbow to Stortkamp. Stortkamp will look to the top of the key again. Now for Mazizek, under 10 to shoot. Mazizek drives inside, give back. Now along to, just rattles out And a rebound opportunity here for Anderson. Give on the near side to Stortkamp. Stortkamp going to try and drive. They're going to get a jump ball or a foul. They're going to get a foul by the Main Streeters. So Sauk Center Maddie Schuster will get her first. And the inbound will go deep now to Lydia Anderson. Anderson gives on the near side to Stortkamp. Stortkamp trying to get a screen. Didn't really work. She gives back to Wheeler. Wheeler driving to the basket. Blocked from behind by number 45, Jennison, and stolen away by Harikoff. Up the court with it now is number 11. Give to 45. And the ball is up. No good. This one is knocked away and stolen away by Rudnitsky on the block. The block and steal for Rudnitsky coming the other way. Stortkamp. Stortkamp waits, pauses, gives over on the far side elbow to Anderson. Anderson looking, gives near side now to Mazizek. Mazizek nearly has that one go over her head, but she pulls it down. Drifting to the near side, top of the key. Mazizek three, good for Mazizek. And the Falcons are on the board 3-2. Sauk Center wasting no time getting up the court. Number 11 is Callan Suflo. Back over to Callan now. Trying to go underneath the basket. Back to Jennison. This one's no good. The rebound opportunity trying to grab hold of it is Foley, but it'll go out of bounds. Will be the Main Streeters basketball. With it on the top of the key that time, again, is Kaylin Suflo. A long three here, and it, is good for Sierra Corton. 5-3 now. Sauk Center answering the Foley three with the three of their own. Foley looking with it now is Mazizek. She finds a lane, gets cut off, now gives over to Anderson for three. It's good. And a three fest early on for the Falcons. 6-5 they lead. Gonna get a foul now on Foley. They're gonna get Mazizek for her first foul, and it will just be an inbound for Sauk Center up in their zone. Inbound goes now to Suflo. Suflo trying to go inside. The pass for Jennison. Well over her head. It will go out of bounds and back to Foley. Early on, Sauk Center trying to give that ball inside to Jennison, but just not able to. Foley's doing a good job of, even though they don't have the height to really match her, they're doing a good job of bothering her and making sure the passes go over their heads. Now with it is Stortkamp. Stortkamp gives on the far side to Mazizek. Now inside to Wheeler. Wheeler was left alone for a long two. She instead pulls it down, gives now to Mazizek. Mazizek has nowhere to go. She gives it back now to Wheeler. Wheeler, bounce pass on the near side, Rudnitsky. Rudnitsky drives baseline. That one's blocked from behind. You could have gotten a foul there. I think they missed that one. Jennison block, Harikoff steal. Up the court go the Streeters. Schuster with it now. Schuster bounce pass here to Suflo. Suflo from the free throw line. That's no good. Rebound, though, going to get right back to Suflo. Suflo will take it from outside the paint, and it's good for two. 7-6, Streeters with the lead. Coming back up the other way is Anderson. Anderson gives it quickly to Rudnitsky on the far side. Top of the key to Mazizek. Mazizek, a long three. That's going to be off the mark. No good. Trying to save it is Rudnitsky, but it's going to go out of bounds, and we'll go back to the Streeters. 25 and 53 checking in for the Streeters. For your Foley Falcons, it's number 4, Addie Byer. Addie Byer into the game for your Foley Falcons. For the Streeters, 25 is Paige Dieterman. Three here. Is that good? For three it is from number 53. We'll get her name in a moment to you, but that's Jenna Riley. Meanwhile, back the other way. Going up for two. Oh, just off the mark there for Addie Byer. It's going to go out of bounds and stay with the Falcons. Foley will look to inbound now and try to answer, get back into this one. Inbound to Byer. Byer on the near side elbow, trying to drive. Give now. We thought about a long two. Did Mazizek. That was going to be blocked from behind from Harikoff. And again, the height for Sauk Center right now playing a big factor. Both Harikoff and Jennison both over that 6-foot mark. Jennison 6'4", 6'2" for Harikoff. So those two are playing a big factor right now for Sauk Center. This ball's going to go out of bounds, and Foley can't complete the inbound. Meanwhile, checking in for the Falcons is Clara Foss. Inbounding now. Corton will take it up the way for the Streeters. Oh, it's off the chest of Riley. She didn't realize the ball was coming to her, and then getting the Steelers store camp, and she gets fouled. Dieterman going to get called for the foul, and Riley did not realize it was going to her from Dieterman, and yeah, that's just a big mistake by Sauk Center, and now if you're Foley, you got to take advantage of that mistake from Sauk Center. Byer will bring it up the court, bounce pass here to Mazizik. Mazizik trying to find where to go with it to Foss now. Foss has it poked out. Byer's there to chase it down, though. Foss now top of the key to Mazizik. Over on the near side, Stortkamp trying to give it inside to Foss. Foss trying to match up with that height. Beautiful pass inside to Mazizik for two. Beautiful pass for the Foley Falcons there. 10-8, they trail. Back up the other way, Corton with it. Now this give, nearly stolen away by Stortkamp. Back over on the near side for Corton. Corton trying to size it up, give all the way across the court now, and they've got Foley running a little bit. Dieterman for three. So Dieterman for three makes it 13-8, and we can see early on Sauk Center very efficient from outside that three-point line. With it now is Mazizik to Byer. Back to Mazizik, and she'll hand it off now to Anderson. Anderson trying to get around the defender, a shimmy shake, but nothing doing now to Stortkamp. Stortkamp trying to drive inside. The floater is going to come up short. Foss trying to grab the rebound. Instead, it's going to be taken by Harikoff. Back up the other way go the Streeters. Corton with it. Corton trying to drive inside. Instead, she'll slow things down, circle back around, and now try to go inside to Harikoff. Off the mark, but off balance, rather, I should say, and Harikoff drops it in for two, 15-8. And this is why Sauk Center is so good, and they're the number 17 in the state, because of their ability to move so quickly up and down the court. And even if they're off balance, they're able to get a shot to fall. But again, I've been really impressed early on with their shots from three. Byer trying to go outside with it. Now inside to Foss. Foss back over to Anderson. Lost it, but pulls it back up. Now gives on the near side, trying to get Mazizik open for a shot. That's going to be no good. Foss is going to pull it down. Foss will give outside now, a three for Byer. That rattles out, and the rebound going to be taken there by Dieterman. She'll bring it forward for the Streeters. Trying to get around the defender. Gives a head fake, but nothing doing there. Corton with it now. Corton looking to get around her defender. Again, nothing doing. Lost the ball for a moment. Gives back to Dieterman. She'll drive inside, just pulls up a shot. It's no good. Foss with the rebound. She'll give it now to Anderson. Anderson brings it up the court for Foley. Anderson slowing things down. Giving on the near side. Nope, now back to top of the key to Mazizik. Mazizik wanted to go to Stortkamp, instead will go near side to Addie Byer. Byer trying to go inside to Foss. It's up for grabs. Foss still with it, but it's going to be stolen away. Almost a jump ball there. Slow to get up is Foss. Hopefully she's all right. Maybe just a stinger, hopefully. And checking back in is Abby Wheeler. She's going to come in for Foss. Yeah, Foss took a hard tumble there trying to go after that ball. She did what she could to get that ball back. But the possession arrow favors the Streeters, so it will go back to Sauk Center. Inbound now for Dieterman, and Dieterman will bring it forward. Dieterman staring at the defender, Rudnitsky. She'll give over to Riley now. Riley goes all the way across the court, nearly too tall. And pulling it down that time, can't quite see the number there. That's 13 for Sauk Center. Get back out to 13 for three. That's off the mark, a rare miss, and Addie Byer is going to get the rebound. 13 for the Streeters is Peyton Borgman. Meanwhile, Falcons have it up their way. Driving baseline, kicking it out for three, off the front of the rim. Anderson, no good. Rebound by Rudnitsky. She got hit in the face. How was that not a foul? Almost a rebound for Wheeler, but unfortunately for her, it's going to be taken by Harikoff. Jennison inside. Her shot's no good, and Anderson will get the rebound. They've done a really good job of bothering them inside. Now a three from Rudnitsky. That's going to be no good, and Jennison will get the rebound. Did they get a late foul? Oh, we got a late foul call. on Sauk Center. I mean, a late foul call. Or out of bounds? No, they're going to say it was out of bounds. So a ball that was out of bounds for Sauk Center. They must have stepped on the baseline. Rudnitsky with it. She kicks out now to Anderson on the near side. Anderson pulls up from the free throw line. Good for 2. And they get into double digits now with their 10th point. They trail 15-10. Sauk Center back up the other way, though. They move so quickly. Suflo will give now to Borgman. Borgman over to Schuster. Back over to Suflo. Suflo going to try and drive inside. She got a little bit of a screen. That shot is no good. Rebounded there by Anderson. They got numbers up the other way. Rudnitsky. And, she's a little too careless with that one. Knocked out from behind her by the Sauk Center defender. Got to take that one hard to the basket. You can't be lighting up. As you get there, you got to take it hard with how fast Sauk Center is. But a lesson learned there for Rudnitsky. Now she knows next time she's not going to be trying to pace herself. She's going to be taking it to the basket hard. But it will still be Foley balls knocked out by Sauk Center. Inbound to Addie Byer. Now kicking the near side corner for 3. That's no good from Stortkamp. It's going to be knocked out of bounds, I think, by Sauk Center. So it should stay with the Foley Falcons. I'm on the end of the arena, so I can't quite see right below me. So the only thing that is blinded for me is the baseline. So can't quite see that, but it's still a great view. I can't complain with this view. It's beautiful here. Zizek gets the inbound. Now a long 2 from Wheeler. Just rattles out. And for Foley, give them credit. They've got some open looks. That's a long 3, and it's going to be no good for Sauk Center. Rudnitsky with the rebound. She'll take it up the court, wait for the offense to get up with her. She gives over now to Byer. Byer now to Mazizek. Mazizek looking. She looks for a screen. Dribbles into a double team. Somehow got that off before a travel. Rudnitsky going to try and go up for that one. No foul call there again. It could have been one, but they didn't get it. And Rudnitsky looks to her coach and says, what do you want me to do? I'm trying to draw the foul, but not going to get called there. And I think, again, we'll see out of bounds by Sauk Center, so it will stay with Foley. Foley will inbound, trying to go to Rudnitsky. Rudnitsky slaps it back in for Byer to keep it alive. Nice job by Rudnitsky. Byer has it now over on the far side to Mazizek. Mazizek trying to drive now, gives to Rudnitsky near side. Elbow now here for Stortkamp. Gets a screen. They're going to get an illegal screen, I think. They're going to get this on the Main Streeters, on Schuster. Interesting. Her second, team's third. Interesting. The only reason I said it was going to be a moving screen from Isaac is because she was moving those feet as she was going for the screen, and must not have been enough, as now the inbound will go for Stortkamp back over to Mazizek. Mazizek, she'll look for a screen from Wheeler. Give over to Byer. Byer has got nothing doing there that time. We'll give over now to Mazizek, who lost it. It went through her hands. Now she'll drive. Mazizek with the quick drive inside, just short on that one, and it's going to be rebounded here by Corton. Corton looks to bring it up the court for Sauk Center. Give now on the near side. A 3, no good, and a rebound for Foley. That's Stortkamp with the rebound. Give up the near side here to Mazizek. She lost it. Oh, my goodness. Had to give it back to Stortkamp. And now this one shot up, no good. It's going to be rebounded again by Dieterman. Sauk Center fans want a double dribble. That's not how a double dribble goes. You can't lose possession and then double dribble. Corton with it. She'll give back outside again, looking for 3. Instead, they'll drive inside. Oh, my goodness. Easily into the basket. Somehow missed the shot. And we're going to get a foul on the rebound attempt. Rudnitsky was there. They're going to say, I think she had possession. That's why the foul is going to be called on Sauk Center. They're going to get this one on 25, which would be her second. Dieterman checking in for the first time here this afternoon for the Falcons is number 32, Paige Swendra. So Swendra in for the first time here this afternoon. As Anderson brings up the court, she gives to Mazizek. Mazizek staring at the defense, gives to Swendra at the top of the key. Now look, she wanted to go to Wheeler, instead we'll give near side Rudnitsky. Rudnitsky circling the defenders, trying to go inside, give up a lob shot, but there's nothing doing that. And now Swendra for 2. Swendra comes in and drops in a shot for 2. It's 15-12 now. Foley keeping it close, and that's exactly what they need to do. If they can keep it close within a possession or two going into the final couple minutes, it should be good. But That's a one you can't unfortunately have, as a three there for Suflo is going to fall in. It's 18-12 now. Again, they're so good from three. Foley has it, trying to drive. This one's going to be knocked out of bounds again by Sauk Center, so it will stay with the Falcons. Borgman will check back in for Sauk Center, 18-12, 6:55 to go on that Embrace Orthodontic scoreboard here at the College of St. Benedict at Claire Lynch Hall. Inbound now to Wheeler, and she'll give it back to Anderson. And now to Rudnitsky. Rudnitsky trying to drive inside. Again, no foul call. Interesting. They're letting them be physical inside. Corton will get the rebound. That's very interesting. Now a three opportunity on the far side. Going to be good for Borgman. And we're going to get a timeout here by the Falcons, as that is going to jump up the Sauk Center lead to 9. It will be a full timeout for Foley. And while they take one, we'll take one as well. You're listening to Girls Playoff Basketball here on KBEK.
A&W Restaurant Pine City is still making fresh root beer. That signature item since 1919. It's still made fresh and on site with real cane sugar and a blend of secret ingredients. It doesn't get any better than this. Their world-renowned A&W root beer is a classic treat. And they can top it off with creamy vanilla soft serve to be known as the famous A&W root beer float. Now that's smooth, tasty, and refreshing. An American iconic A&W root beer float. It never tasted so good. A&W Restaurant, Pine City. Come grab your root beer float today.
Aurelius Manufacturing has been providing innovative solutions to customers since 1926. Specializing in the production of custom welded hydraulic cylinders for over 40 years, our focus is on providing value to customers through innovative problem solving, quality workmanship, and customer service. Our team works with your team to develop designs that provide the most value for your application. We leverage technology and craftsmanship, turning designs into finished products quickly and accurately. Back out of the timeout. Both teams getting out onto the court once again. Foley called that timeout again. It has been, for Foley, just the inability to cover the corners right now. Maybe not the inability, maybe that's the wrong word to use, but they're struggling to, and they're just, what I think is happening is they're just not getting there fast enough. They're realizing where the pass is going, but they're trying to keep the inside guarded from these 6-foot-plus players that the Streeters have. This pass inside going to be stolen away by Borgman, as I almost trip over my own self. As now coming back the other way with it, that was Suflo. Suflo will give now to Riley. Riley gives on the near side now to Borgman. Borgman to Suflo. Still the Streeters trying to, again, inside, and the shot is up and good. And that's what they're trying to defend against as Harikoff hits it for two. But again, they are 6 foot plus tall, so that's what they're guarding against. And that's why they're not immediately drifting to the corners to go and get those threes, because they've got to worry about the tall players inside, and they're right now almost automatic inside. Foley trying to get this ball up. They find a mid-range shot. That's going to be no good, and will be, I think, out of bounds by Foley. Schuster will check in for Sauk Center. Back in for the Falcons at Stork Camp. No, it must have went out of bounds off of Sauk Center. Again, my sight is blinded as I'm at the end of the arena, so I can't quite see right below me, so that's the only place I'm blinded. But again, great view. Storkamp has it, dribbled that, or bobbled that one a little bit. That's the word I'm looking for. This pass inside to Wheeler, a little too strong. It's going to wind up in the hands of Suflo with a steal. Now Suflo bringing it up the court. She'll give over on the near side. There for Schuster. Schuster will give back to Suflo. Suflo finds a lane inside. The lob shot is up and good for two. And all of a sudden, the Streeters are out to a 13-point lead. No fear, though, for Foley. I mean, they've had plenty of opportunities to get back in this one. They'll find more here with 5 minutes to go in this first half. Budnitsky will give back top of the key to Anderson. Anderson will now look on the far side here for Storkamp. Storkamp pulls it down. Now give to Mazizek. Mazizek going to drive inside. Nearly stolen away. She gets it back outside here to Wheeler, and she's going to be fouled. I think this one's going to go on Jenna Riley, which would be her first, team's fifth. Jennison will check back into the game for Sauk Center. Inbound, top of the key now from Zizek. A three, a little too strong on that one. And the rebound up for grabs. It's going to be knocked out of bounds by Wheeler trying to get that one. What Sauk Center does so well is guard against your rebounds. They're not allowing any rebounds offensively for Foley. They're doing a great job boxing out and just getting set, but what they're doing is they're playing so well, just kind of guarding the paint right now, but then quickly running out to the edges to guard against the three, as we see Suflo with another three there to make it 28-12. Back the other way, though. Stortkamp comes with it. Stortkamp at the top of the key trying to drive inside. There's been nothing doing inside for Foley. They've tried to force it a little bit. It just hasn't worked right now. I think they got to get their perimeter game going here. As now a three, good from Lydia Anderson. That is exactly what the Falcons needed right now to make it 28-15. I mean, exactly what they needed. Great shot by Anderson. Now driving inside. The spin move is up and good there for Corton. Falcon fans would have wanted a foul there, but nothing doing as Corton spun inside and knocked the defender down, but there was no foul to be had as this pass will go now on the near side for Stortkamp in the offensive zone. Kicks it back outside, looking for a long two now. That is going to be off the side of the rim, no good from Isaac. Rebound there by Jennison. Jennison will give over to Suflo now. Sauk Center has it back offensively, under 3.5 to go. Suflo trying to get around her defender, not doing it that time, and she'll give over to Corton. Corton now give to Schuster. Schuster back over on the far side for Corton for three. That's going to be no good. Suflo got in there to knock that one back. It's Riley with the rebound. A Suflo three is going to be no good. Somehow Schuster with the rebound there. Now this ball is going to be stolen away by Isaac. They got numbers the other way. Isaac, and that's going to be a charge, I think. Yep. Yeah, the defender was set. He was outside the arc, and they're going to get this one on Isaac. Yeah, they had a discussion at the scorers table. I was trying to see what it was about, but I couldn't quite tell. Either way, Sauk Center does have the ball back now, under 3 minutes to go. They lead 30-15. Suflo trying to get around her defender, but Anderson just not fooled by those sweet feet. Rudnitsky goes up for the rebound chance. Tied up by Jennison, but it's going to be a jump ball, and the possession arrow favors the Falcons. So Falcons will have it back going their way as the inbound will go from Isaac to Anderson. Anderson at half court gets around Suflo. Now give to Rudnitsky. Rudnitsky will go over to Isaac. Eyeing up the defense, gives inside to Wheeler. Wheeler looking for the reverse layup, kicks outside Rudnitsky. Now to Stortkamp. Stortkamp trying to go inside now from Isaac, and Isaac, the floater, is good for two. 30-17 now. And if you're Foley, you can't worry about the scoreboard. You got to look past the scoreboard right now. Yes, you're down by 13. You can't focus on that. You have to look through that and just focus on scoring on each offensive possession and just playing as tight of defense as you can right now. Again, cannot focus on the scoreboard, because you start doing that, you're going to start having things really fall out of sorts, as this one's going to be over the head for Harikoff on the pass. So that will go out of bounds. The ball will go back to Foley. 30-17 is the score. Stortkamp coming back with it. They've got a chance to cut this down once again. Isaac at the top of the key. Now give on the near side Anderson. Anderson looking for a screen. She'll take the three. It was blocked by Suflo. Stolen away by Corton. Yeah, they've tried to get those threes. That one was forced, though. And again, Suflo left alone. And another three. That's unfortunate. They had a prime opportunity to go 2 for 2, but could not do it, and Suflo drains it 33-17. Now under 2 minutes to go. Byer drifts to the near side. Will hand it off to Stortkamp. Stortkamp going to give it over now to Isaac. Isaac looking to drive inside, instead give outside to Stortkamp. Stortkamp waits, looking for the offense to set up. Nothing doing there. She'll give now to Isaac. Isaac gives over to Byer. Byer lost it, picks it back up. Under 10 to shoot. Byer lost it again. Byer give over to Stortkamp. Stortkamp finds the lane, and it's going to be rebounded there by Dieterman. They'll try to go quick. 1:05 to go. Shot is up from three, too long. But the rebound there for Jennison, and we're going to get a foul now on Foley. It'll be their second. Or, excuse me, their third. And this one's going to go on Rudnitsky. So shooting 2 now will be Victoria Jennison for the Streeters. 1:02 to go. This one's up. Oh, it got the bounce. First free throw for either side here in this first half. This one's good as well. So Jennison will make them both, and it's going to be 35-17. Streeters with the lead. Calling out to play Anderson, trying to get her offense set. Gives over on the near side to Mazizek in the corner now for Stortkamp 3. It's off the mark. Rudnitsky went up over everybody for that one. Stortkamp again. No good again. Rebounded here by Harikoff, and Foley just saying, hey, let's forget about that one. Let's get back defensively now. Try to get the ball back one more time before half. 35 seconds to go. This ball will go now out to Harikoff. Harikoff trying to drive inside, kick outside, another long three. Nope, she pulls it down. This ball going to be knocked out of the hands of Kortenen. Nice job there by the defender. Stortkamp knocking that one out and not getting the foul. So it still stays with the Streeters, but nice job by Stortkamp. She'll make her think twice before driving in like that again. This inbound is going to go to Harikoff over everybody now to Jennison. Jennison looks, gives on the near side to Suflo. This ball is going to be a race for the steal. It's stolen away by Anderson to the basket for 2. It's good. Great job by Anderson to get that steal. Drop that one in for 2. 35-19. Sauk Center, though, going to have the last shot. 10 seconds to go. Nothing on the shot clock. Suflo will try and probably open it up for her. I'm not going to do it there. Corton with it. She's going to take the sidestep 3. It's going to fall. No good. And this one will go to half with Foley getting some momentum right before the half. If you are the Falcons, it's not the half you would have liked. It got out of hand a little bit there in the middle, but you ended it on a really high note with a steal and a fast break 2 for Lydia Anderson, which got you back to within 16. So that is going to take us to the halftime portion of this one. We're going to take a break here. Word from our fine sponsors. Then when we come back, we'll recap the first half of action here on Nice 95.5 KBEK.
Hey there, neighbors. Matt Winsan, CEO Burnett Dairy. Farmers are the people that wake up before the sun, who battle the elements, and tend to their crops and herds with a passion that runs deep in their veins. At this time, I would personally like to thank the farmers. From all of us at Burnett Dairy Cooperative to all of our incredible farmers, thank you. Burnett Dairy Cooperative. Real farms, real flavor.
Resetting your password, unsubscribing from emails, printing anything. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your business doesn't have to be one of them, so you can get back to more important things, like learning how that printer works. That's simple human sense.
Contact your local auto owner's agency, Pine Insurance Agency, at pineagency.us today.
Baseball and softball coaches, are you looking for dry, warm practice time?
Here's the Pitch in North Branch can help. Here's the Pitch offers amazing indoor options for your team.
Offering state-of-the-art pitching machines and batting cages.
And space for you to give instruction without worrying about the weather outside.
Take your athletes to the next level.
Coach up your team during every season or off-season. Affordable practice space for your ball teams.
Make your reservation today.
Call Here's the Pitch today or visit them on Facebook.
Here's the Pitch in North Branch.
Brad here from Lee's Pro Shop in Pine City. We're a full-service lettering shop with a full line of athletic supplies for any sport. We have professional staff here at Lee's Pro Shop to customize your orders. We are the pros who specialize in athletic apparel and equipment. We even do trophies and awards as well as computerized engraving in the store. Let Lee's Pro Shop help you with any athletic apparel. Lee's Pro Shop, servicing our communities since 1973, where the passion for sports begins.
The truth is, you don't have to be an athlete to need physical therapy. Car accidents, work accidents, and simply aging can take its toll on our bodies. Physical therapy consultants in North Branch, Isani, Andover, Ham Lake, St. Francis, and Zimmerman can help you heal. Services like massage therapy, orthopedic care, and more. Physical therapy consultants can help. Call Physical Therapy Consultants at 1-888-THERAPY. All insurance plans accepted, including workers' comp and auto.
Embrace Orthodontics offers a unique specialized approach to orthodontic treatment with custom braces or Invisalign. The team at Embrace loves getting to know their patients personally and takes the time to make sure all your questions are answered. Their board-certified orthodontists use only the latest in modern technology to give you the best outcome possible. They work with your insurance company and offer flexible financing options to fit your budget. Call today to set up your free exam and see how Embrace Orthodontics can transform your smile. More online at embracemn.com. That's embracemn.com.
Back here on Nice 95.5 FM, KBEK, Game Day Gilman out here at Claire Lynch Hall on the campus of College of St. Benedict, where we have the first of 4 Section 6 AA girls basketball games, playoff basketball games here. This is the first one, Sauk Center Foley. The next will be Annandale Osakis. Osakis got a big upset over Legacy Christian Academy, by the way, in the first round. Then it will be Royalton Albany at 4:30, and then the last game will be Malacca Spectrum. Will be back for that one. But in our game, the Falcons trail the Main Streeters here at the half, 35-19, taking a look at some of the stats, starting with the Streeters. Leading the way for them was Kaylin Suflo with 13, then 5 for Corton, 4 for Harrikoff, 3 for Dieterman, Riley, and Bergman, then 2 for Schuster and Jennison. Nadia Stratsfold was in the game to start. Haven't seen her on the court since. Hopefully that doesn't mean anything. Hopefully that's just, strategy-wise. Maybe they're resting her. Maybe she's got an injury. I don't know, but hopefully she is okay. Never want to see anybody hurt. Meanwhile, for the Streeters, they had 5 steals, 4 blocks in that first half. They were 2 of 2 from the free throw line and had 5 team fouls. On the other side for the Falcons, leading the way was Lydia Anderson with 10, 7 for Katie Mazizek, and then 2 for Paige Swendra. Swendra came in, and about 30 seconds after she got in, she hit a 2, so that was nice to see. They had 4 steals, 1 block. They had 3 fouls and nothing from the free throw line. It was a pretty clean first half in the aspect of fouls. Again, we had 8 total fouls in that first half. Or 9, I guess. I guess we had a 4th foul somewhere on the Falcons. I'm not 100% sure where. So 9 total fouls, I guess. But again, still a pretty clean first half, especially for playoffs. In playoffs, we can easily see fouls start to get out of hand, especially for one team. And sometimes it's for the team that is trailing. But Foley did a good job of settling down, not getting all riled up, not getting that anxiety going. They're down, by 16 right now. Just by looking at them, their body language, how they're carrying themselves, you would not guess that they were down by 16 right now, in my opinion. In my opinion, they're playing so well that you would not guess that they're down on the scoreboard by this much. You would think that this is a close game. You would think that this is, maybe they even have the lead with how they're acting. I mean, they're doing a good job of carrying themselves so well, understanding they've got a whole nother half of basketball to go, and that this can quickly turn itself around. So for the Foley Falcons, again, they played well. They got a little bit behind the 8 ball there as this game went along in the first half. Sauk Center, again, as I mentioned, they did a really good job from outside the perimeter here. And then Foley just, I don't want to say they didn't do a good job, but they struggled a little bit catching up to the ladies on the perimeter of trying to get to them in time before they got those 3-pointers. And they're shooting some threes from, college line right now. So they're doing a pretty good job from 3. They're doing a really good job of hitting those threes. And again, looking at it, you've got 3, 6, 7 threes made by Sauk Center in that first half. 7 of them. Then we got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They matched their 3-point shots with their other field goals. So they had 14 made field goals in that first half, split them up evenly between 2 and 3-pointers. They've been really efficient, and that's what I said in the first half that I enjoyed about Sauk Center. They were really efficient shooting the 3 in that first half. They didn't miss a lot from 3. They're well up over that 50% shooting from 3. So if you're Foley, you got to find a way to not only try and guard inside on the, again, over 6-foot-tall players. They've got, Sauk Center does, they've got 2 of them in both Jennison and Harrikoff. Now, that appears to be the only 2 on the roster, but the other one that checked in, who was it? I think was it Dearman, I think, or Riley? Both look to be near that 6-foot mark, so they have got the height advantage right now over Foley, and we've seen it with the 4 blocks in the first half from Sauk Center, but Foley's also done a good job here late in that half, going on a little bit of a run. Then they got that steal to end the half and get 2 from Lydia Anderson from Suflo. One thing that Sauk Center doesn't do is turn the ball over a lot, and when they've got the ball, they don't miss a lot. But what Foley's been able to do is, 1, bother the bigs inside. Jennison and Harikoff. They've been able to bother them both inside the paint. When you've got 2 players over 6 foot, it's not easy when you've got players under 6 foot to guard them in the paint when all they have to do is lob it up. The taller player's going to go up, get it with their hands, and just toss it in the basket. Foley has done a good job of blocking the taller players in the paint. They're not allowing them, even if they get the ball, they're doing such a good job of getting set in the paint, not allowing them anything, sort of a drive to the net. And they're doing a really good job of forcing them to look elsewhere. Now, again, looking elsewhere for Sauk Center has not been a problem because they've hit a lot of threes, but for Foley, they've done a good job of forcing them to do that and making sure that they can't get that ball inside for an easy 2. And Foley needs to continue to do that, but they've got to find a better way to get themselves back outside to guard against the 3 here in the second half. Offensively, I think they're going to have to get their perimeter shot going a little bit more here in the second half. They're just not, Sauk Center's not allowing them any sort of drives inside. So that'll be it for the halftime portion. We're going to get a word from our fine sponsors. Then we'll be back for the second half of action here on KBEK.
Whoa! Better get into the Freeway Holiday Station store in Pine City and start saving. Right now, grab a Meat Lover's burrito or new Ranchero beef and cheese burrito. I want one right now. Wash it down with everyone's favorite Celsius, buy one, get one free. And Holiday still has the $3, $4, $5 meal deals on some of your favorite items. Better get into the Freeway Holiday Station store and save. Open 24/7, 365. The Freeway Holiday Station store in Pine City.
Back here on 95.5 KBEK. Over in Hinckley, Finlayson, Bram playing against Swanville in their subsection semifinal. It is 53-all at the end of regulation there, so that's going into overtime. Then up at Hermantown, oh boy, Hermantown leads North Branch 45-26 at the half there. Hopefully the North Branch Vikings can turn that around and come back and get a win here to get themselves to the section championship. Sauk Center will start with the ball. It will be them going right to left on your radio dial. Well, actually, not really right to left at all. They're coming straight at us, and Foley will go, oh, wait. That's how that looks. So Sauk Center does start the half with the ball. They'll go inside now, trying to find Harikoff, and she drops it in for 2. Yeah, they're going to try and find a little bit more of that here in the second half, in my opinion, because they didn't get it to work as well as they wanted to in that first half, and they'll definitely be looking to do it a little bit more and a little bit better in this second half. So they get on the board first. It's 37-19. Meanwhile, Foley going the other way. It's no good. Rebounded there by Schuster, and now with it is Suflo. Suflo will look and give it off now to Schuster. Schuster on the near side. Harikoff trying to go inside to Jennison, and her shot is up and in for 2. Yeah, they're going to just try and say, hey, Foley, you did it in the first half. Try and do it now after we made some changes here in the second half. So far, not that going well for Foley, but they've got the ball on offense again, trying to make some things happen with it now as Wheeler. Wheeler will go for 2 from the free throw line. It's going to be no good. Wheeler's going to wind up with the rebound, though. And now the kick to Mazizik, and a travel here by Mazizik. Yeah, unfortunately, as she kind of looked to see who to go, she kind of shuffled the feet there, and unfortunately, that's a travel. So a big mental mistake for Foley, and we're going to get a 30-second timeout called here by Sauk Center. A very interesting timeout called. They must have seen something that they want to take advantage of. So, interesting timeout call here for Sauk Center. They'll be left with 4, as is Foley. I think the 4 that I was seeing was the timeouts left. I'm an idiot. They had 4 fouls. Just my inner dialogue going. No worries to you guys. But again, timeout called by Sauk Center. A quick 30-second timeout. We're back out into action. 1:05 has come off the clock here in this second half. 39-19 is the score. As the Streeters have it to Suflo. Now give the Schuster. Schuster will go on the far side, trying to get Korten open for three. That's going to be no good. Rebound here for Rudnitsky. Rudnitsky will bring it forward. She'll give on the near side now to Stortkamp. Stortkamp looking. Give now to Mazizek. Mazizek is going to get called for another travel. She can't believe it. So Sauk Center will have it back offensively. It's Suflo. Suflo give now to Schuster. Schuster finds it wide open lane to the basket. Had it knocked out, though. It's going to be rebounded by Mazizek. Mazizek taking it the other way. Give on the near side. Rudnitsky thought about three, lost the ball. She went to drive inside. Now the give to Wheeler, and she's fouled. Man, that is so tough there for Rudnitsky. She had it. She had an open lane to the basket. It was going to be an easy two, just unfortunately lost that one. Now a foul here on Schuster for the Main Streeters. It's going to lead to a free throw shot or two from Wheeler. First one is good. Nice job by Wheeler. Drop that one in. 39-20. And that one's going to get the bounce it needed to drop in for the second. So 39-21. Suflo with it. Finds a lane. Gets by the defender. It's good. Suflo is, my goodness, a very talented player. And she drops it in to make it 41-21. Foley getting back up the other way. It's Anderson. Anderson trying to get around the defender. Kicks now on the near side corner. Mazizek. Mazizek give to Wheeler. Wheeler gets around the defender inside. Wanted to go up, but instead kicks back outside Mazizek. Mazizek looks. She'll drive around the baseline. Kick back outside for Anderson. I thought maybe she could have had a hook shot inside. Now they give to Rudnitsky. They'll try to go top of the key to Stortkamp. Instead, they'll have to pull it down. Stortkamp give now to Wheeler. The two is going to be well too long. Rebound here for Harikoff. Suflo give on the near side to Korten. Korten drive inside, knocked out of her hands by Stortkamp. And it will stay with Sauk Center. Addie Byer checks in for Foley, for Anderson. And Dieterman in for Schuster. Sauk Center will look to inbound. Inbound here to Harikoff. Now to, again, that was Korten trying to get that one to fall, but no good. Byer with the rebound for Foley. A three from Rudnitsky is good. And that is a big one for Foley to make it 41-24. And a steal here for Byer. Ball going back the other way. They need to go 2 for 2 here. A three is good from Mazizek. And it's 41-27. All of a sudden, the Foley Falcons are right back in this thing. It didn't start so well here to begin the second half, but they're right back in it. Now a three here. Oh, and Korten says, hey, I know our way to get momentum back our way. Give me the ball. She hits it from long range, 44-27 now, but Foley got back in it, and hey, you know what? Doesn't take much. Again, all he needs one shot, then a steal. Thinking about going for three, Stortkamp instead. Pulls down now, give to Wheeler just outside the paint. That one's going to be off the mark, and a rebound there for Jennison. She'll give now to Suflo, and Suflo up the other way. Trying to get around the defenders inside to Harikoff. Harikoff shot going to be short. And a rebound there. Going to wind up in the hands of Mazizek. Mazizek taking it forward. Mazizek stops. Gives back outside in between both Stortkamp and Byer. So Stortkamp is going to actually come up with it. Stortkamp now drives near side. Trying to find a drive in the paint. Shot is up. Oh, just off the mark. Good looking shot though. And Jennison's going to get the rebound for Sauk Center. They've got numbers going up the other way. Trying to look for a fast break. Not going to do it there. Dieterman is going to get fouled. So the foul there on Foley there first. It's going to be Byer with her first. Riley will check in for the Streeters. Inbound to Suflo. Suflo guarded well, gets around the defender Byer, and the easy two from the free throw line. 46-27. Byer gets around Suflo. Kick now to Rudnitsky. She wanted that three, but the defender right in her face, so she had to pull it down. Oh, Wheeler and Rudnitsky wind up in the same spot, but Wheeler's shot is up. No good, and rebounded by Harikoff. Quickly up the court they go to Korten. Korten trying to drive. Kick back outside. No, the ball is up for grabs. Still up for grabs. On the floor, Foley has got it, but it's going to wind up being a jump ball. And Suflo, I think, got her head mashed into the floor. Not obviously purposely, just with the ladies diving. It got, I think, hit into the floor. She's okay, though. She's walking it off. She's going to go to the sideline just to make sure there's no blood. Looks like she may have gotten a bloody nose, so she's okay. Tough player there. Now, again, you have a certain amount of time to deal with blood. Otherwise, you got to call timeout or get a sub in. And looks like we might actually have blood on the floor. We do. So we're going to get a break here for the blood on the court. But, again, diving after it, Foley trying to get it back for their offense. And they do get the possession arrow, by the way. But, again, we're dealing with blood on the court, so we got to wait for them to get that clean. So Foley, again, not the greatest of start to the second half for them. But what they did is they were able to turn things around with a 3. Then they got a steal back and hit another 3 to get on a little 6-0 run, which Sauk Center would then answer with a court and 3 of their own. But for Foley, they got to feel good about how they answered back right there. And, yeah, you're still down now by 19 again, but again, a really good stretch there for Foley. And if they can manage to try and continue that, again, going to be hard against the number 1 seed, but they'll try and do it. Wheeler inside. She gets fouled. It's going to go against either Herikoff or Riley. They're going to get Herikoff her first, team's second, and to shoot 2 is Wheeler again. I think we got blood on another young lady's leg from that, so they're going to have to get her cleaned off. Bram manages to stay alive against Swanville. They win in overtime, 67-58. Great job there for Bram to make a comeback, turn it around, and get the win there over Swanville. A win that I think they maybe thought that they were going to win easily because they did during the regular season, but tonight, not so much, as the first shot is up and good by Wheeler on the free throw. This one is not going to be good, but a rebound for Rudnitsky, so it won't matter. Well, I guess it will, but they get the ball back. So, and is Swendra now give inside. Shot is just short on the shot from Stortkamp. Going to be rebounded here by Dieterman. Dieterman looking to find a drive now. So gives it off to Corton. Corton inside. Kick out on the near side here for 3. Borgman. That one's no good, and rebound by Byer. That's huge for Foley. Now Byer kicks over to Stortkamp. Stortkamp wants the 3. Gets a screen from Wheeler. They're trying to give and go. We got another foul here on the Streeters. They're going to get this one on Riley, her second, and the team's third. 67-58, the final over there at Hinckley. Finlayson Bram will move on to their subsection championship. Meanwhile, in ours, the Falcons trail 46-28 in that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. They're trying to score once again. They kick now to Wheeler. Wheeler's going to drive inside. That one was blocked. Oh, they're going to get another foul there on Herikoff, her second, team's fourth, and it'll send her to the line for another 2. So Wheeler now their opportunity to try and drop some free throws in. Again, these are not must-haves. Well, I guess at this point maybe they are must-haves. As this one by Wheeler is going to bounce on the back of the rim twice and then fall through. So it is good. Checking in for the Streeters for the first time here this afternoon is 33. That is Sienna Klophocky. This one going to be no good for Wheeler and rebounded by Klophocky. Glad I wrote her name down. So 1 of 2 there for Wheeler. Will keep it at 46-29. Meanwhile, a 3 from Corton is good. Makes it 49-29, so right back out to a 20-point difference. Now inside, Byer was left alone somehow, and she drops it in for 2. Hey, you can't leave her all alone. She's got that quickness to her. Inside this one, no good. Rebound's going to go out of bounds, off of Sauk Center, and go back to Foley. Byer will bring it forward now for the Falcons. Byer looking at the defense, scanning. She'll give to Rudnitsky now. Rudnitsky thought she had a lane, gives back to Wheeler. Wheeler trying to drive inside. Trying to draw the foul, nothing doing, as rebounded there by Klopphockey. With it is Dieterman. She'll give inside Cortman. Cortman's shot is up and good. Make it 51-31. And right now, both teams just kind of answering each other's scores. Rudnitsky gets the pass here from Anderson. She's trying to drive long two, no good, and rebounded now by Dieterman. Up the court quickly, they go to Court, and she's going to launch that three from downtown. It's no good, and Swendra is going to get the rebound for Foley. Bringing it up now is Rudnitsky. Rudnitsky. She scans the defense. She'll launch a three. That looks on the mark, and it is. Rudnitsky for a three to make it 51-34. That from St. Cloud. My goodness. Now Corton inside, bumped. Oh, yeah, that's a foul. Unfortunately for Foley, that is going to be a foul. That'll be their second. And this one will be on Anderson. Her first. Couple subs in and out for both sides. Suflo is back in for Sauk Center, so she's okay, thank goodness. Again, I don't care who's playing, what's on the line, doesn't matter. I want everyone to be safe and okay. I don't ever want to see anybody hurt. Inbound now to Suflo. They're going to get that ball right back to Suflo. They say, hey, you're in, you're going to get the ball. They'll try now, give it into Jennison back outside Suflo for three. That's going to be off the side of the rim. She nearly gets her own rebound. It's going to be knocked out of bounds. It will go back to, will it be Sauk Center, I think? Yeah, it will be. So we'll stay with Sauk Center. Inbound on the far side now for Klopphockey. Now to Suflo. Suflo going to drive inside, give near side here. That's a three, no good. Wind up with the rebound is Schuster. Top of the key, a three for Suflo. That's going to be no good. They're going to let that go out of bounds, and it will go back to Foley. Sub in is Storkamp for Rudnitsky. Addie Byer will bring it forward for the Falcons. Gives now to Mazizik. Mazizik looked at Swendra, gets a screen, now hands to Byer. Byer looking on the far side. Storkamp wanted the three, instead pulls it down. Now give to Mazizik again. Mazizik, the pass behind her back to Anderson. Anderson, spin move, three. Oh, it's gone! Are you kidding me? Lydia Anderson. What a three. Woo! Going fancy on it is Lydia Anderson. Drive inside, kick outside now. And this little floater is going to be no good. Rebounded here by Swendra. Byer going way down the court for Anderson. Anderson wanted that three again. She'll have to give to Byer. Byer at the top of the key. Waiting, looking for a screen. She gets it now, gives now to Storkamp on the far side. Storkamp looking to drive, lost the ball. Somehow got it back and somehow gives it over to Mazizik. Mazizik will get off a shot. It's going to be too long. Taken there by Schuster. Suflo up with it. Scans the defense. Looks, give it over now to Schuster. Inside now to Jennison. This shot is no good. In fact, it's going to be stolen away by Anderson. Anderson slowing things down as she brings it forward. Looking at the defense. Anderson, spin move on Suflo. Gives on the near side. Now Storkamp, three. Just off the front of the rim. No good here. Rebounded by Schuster. Sauk Center. This one going to be stolen away. Nice job by Anderson stepping in front of that pass to Suflo. Now up the court. They try to go and get the breakout pass to Mazizik, but it's too long. Be another turnover for the Falcons, and that's unfortunate. You can't have that if you're Foley. So another turnover. Foley has unfortunately had some missed opportunities these last two possessions to really cut down that deficit. They could have gotten this down to under 10, but unfortunately these last two possessions they just missed on. This shot no good. Somehow Jennison gets her own rebound, and with that one she's fouled. So Jennison will be at the line to shoot two now. Foul, by the way, was on Mazizek, her third, team's third, and the first one up for Jennison is no good. Apologize in the pause in the broadcast. We had 3 other games going on. This one is up and going to drop in for Jennison. So 1 of 2 there to make it 52-37. With it now, Storkamp trying to go inside to Foss. Foss now a 3 from, nice job by Mazizek. Another 3, and it's 52-40. Foley keeping themselves right in this one. This is not over yet, folks. Driving, and blocked there by Foley. The shot was up and blocked there by Anderson. Henderson with the block on the drive from Schuster. Now the inbound here to Harikoff. Harikoff trying to get around the defenders. Her drive inside. They're going to get a travel call here on Harikoff, and the ball will go back to Foley. Foley with a prime opportunity now to really cut into this lead. Oh my goodness, Foley has really turned this game around. Shot is up, just off the mark, and it's rebounded by Jennison. Nice drive by Sauk Center, by Foley, but Sauk Center gets the rebound. And a travel call there on Schuster, and the ball will go back to the Falcons. Foley's got it back. 7:41 to go. They trail by only 12. Let's go, Foley. With it now, Mazizek eyeing up the defender. Thought about 3. Will give it now on the near side, Anderson. Anderson takes the ball back, setting up the offensive play. Gets a screen from Foss. It didn't really help there. She'll go inside the screen to Storkamp, and she drops it in for 2. Storkamp makes it a 10-point game, 52-42. Foley fans now getting back into this one. It's only a 10-point game. This shot is up, though. Nice job there from Suflo. Got to give her credit. That was a good shot. 54-42. But Foley back up the other way quickly with it. Storkamp wanted that 3. Driving baseline, kicks off on the far side to Byer. Byer now will drive. Kick outside Mazizek. Mazizek for a long 2. It's going to be too strong. And a rebound there by Jennison. That one, I didn't like that. I didn't like how that one was done. As now trying to get the steal. A great opportunity by Storkamp, but her and the offender Schuster collide knees. They're both okay. Storkamp with her first, team's 4th. And I like that by Storkamp, but just had her legs a little too far into the defender. If she didn't, that's Foley too. That's another 2 for Foley. Inbound will go to Suflo, and now the gift to Schuster. Trying to go inside. This one is up for grabs. It will, it's going to go back to Foley. Nice job by Foley. They'll get Rudnitsky back into the game for Storkamp. Inbound to Byer. And Byer will bring it up the court for Foley. 54-42, 6:40 to go in the game. Give to Rudnitsky on the far side. Rudnitsky trying to get around the defender. Looks for a screen instead, gives to Mazizek. Mazizek, she starts and stops. Gives now to Byer again. Byer looks at the net. She's going to drive. Look for a shot. That was blocked out of bounds by the Streeters Harikoff. That's her second block of the game. So Foley will hold on to it. Yeah, if you're Foley, you can't be afraid to drive inside even when you're getting blocked. Still got to try and get these shots off. Storkamp left alone. Mazizek, for 3. Oh, my goodness, just off the mark. And Schuster with the rebound. Would have been a huge 3. That would have ignited this place. But Sauk Center is going to come down with the rebound. You have to Riley inside to Harikoff, who drops it in for 2. Foley just got caught a little flat-footed there on that play. 56-42. They're still in it. 6 minutes to go. With it now is Mazizek now to Anderson. Anderson looking, trying to get around the defender with the screen. Not going to do it there. Anderson will hold on to the ball on the near side. She looks, trying to go inside to Foss. Foss looking for the hook shot. It is up and good for her first points of the evening to make it 56-44. Sauk Center moving the ball around, but it's back now to Suflo. Suflo looked at Schuster. She's going to hand it to Schuster. Schuster trying to drive. Now we'll give on the near side Corton. Corton trying to get the defender to jump. Not doing any of that ball. Byer's going to get called for the foul. Doesn't agree with it, but it's the right call. Got a little too into the body of Corton. And it will be her second, team's 5th. And checking in now is going to be Wheeler. She's going to come in for Byer. And head coach Eric Inglis is just going to tell her, hey, good job, but we just got to stay focused. Give now Schuster. They're moving this ball around is Sauk center. Corton a long three off the mark, and a rebound there for Mazizik. Mazizik brings it forward. Oh, Wheeler. She didn't even see it coming. She got it at the last moment, though. Now to Rudnitsky. Rudnitsky trying to drive inside. That one's no good. She's going to get fouled and shoot a line to shoot two. They're going to get Maddie Schuster with her fourth, team's fifth, and again, Rudnitsky to shoot two. First one's up and good. 56-45. Storkamp will check in for Foss. 5:10 to go. And Rudnitsky will shoot her second. It's good. So Rudnitsky drops them both in to make it 56-46. Foley is right there, ladies and gentlemen. Do they have a late surge in them to try and get the win? Corton with the spin. Oh, my goodness. I don't know how Corton got that one to fall. That's quite impressive. 58-46, but Foley coming back the other way with it. Rudnitsky, she realizes that she has a chance, then has to give it out as she lost the ball. Storkamp now with it. Storkamp will take it to the top of the key. Will kick now to Mazizik. Mazizik looking at the defenders. Kicks now to Rudnitsky. Rudnitsky will bring it and circle to the top of the key. Trying to drive inside. This shot is no good. Needed to get that one back outside. She had her teammate open from three. If it was a quick three shot, she would have gotten it. Now a three here from an unlikely source from Riley. That's going to be no good. Mazizik with the rebound up the court to Rudnitsky. Underneath the Storkamp. Oh, too strong on the shot. And Suflo's going to get the rebound. That was it. That would have really ignited the momentum for Foley. And then caught out of place there was Mazizik, and two for Jennison. Mazizik was caught out of place right there and didn't have an answer. Timeout by Foley, 60-46. We're still in it for the Falcons. Foley will call their second. They'll be left with three, and it's a 30-second timeout, so we'll have to keep it here. 4:09 to go, 60-46. Foley right still in it, only 14 points now. And you might be saying to yourself, 14 points against the number one seed. That seems highly unlikely. Well, let me remind you, they just went on a run only a couple minutes ago to get the deficit back down to 10. So they are right in this game. There is they've still got this game in hand if they can, again, try and go on yet another run. The trouble is I think right now for Foley, they're moving a little too quickly. I think when they get that ball on offense, I think they're moving the ball a little too quickly, and they're not taking what the defense gives them. I think if you're Foley, right now you gotta settle it down. I mean, just ever so slightly. They're just moving too quick, in my opinion. Settle it down ever so slightly, but I think if you're trying to get that ball inside, you gotta maybe try and drive inside, then try and kick out, because right now, again, they try to go inside with Rudnitsky. Nothing doing it. It's another rebound for Jennison. She's in double digits now, but again, that just hasn't been going right now. And again, yes, height difference, but they've been still doing really well, has Foley. They got to now fight defensively to try and get the ball back, as they nearly do there. Corton with it. She's struggling. Trying to get it to Suflo. Steal for Rudnitsky. No. Jump ball. Possession is Sauk Centers. Inglis tried to get a timeout there, but wasn't able to do so. So the Sauk Center will hold on to the ball. With it now is Suflo. Suflo will drive near side, now kick Corton. Schuster, 4 to shoot, 3 to shoot now to Schuster. Oh, she didn't even realize the time. They didn't catch the time on the clock. It's going to be a shot clock violation. The ball will go back to Foley. Shot clock violation. The ball goes back to Foley. So the Falcons catch a little bit of a break there, as now they'll bring it back up the court. Anderson bringing it forward. Looking for a little bit of help. She'll kick now to Mazizik. Mazizik, she could have a long three if she wants it. Rudnitsky left alone. Three. Oh, well off the mark, and Jennison's going to easily bring that one in. Yeah, if you're Foley, those are the ones you have to have. And unfortunately for Rudnitsky, maybe a little too open on that shot. Had too much time to think about it. Now a pass on the far side. Going to be knocked out of bounds, but by Sauk Center, so we'll stay with the Falcons. Got some of the other basketball players lining up, trying to watch this game, so a little bit more blinded, but not their fault. They're trying to watch the game. Arena's getting full. Rudnitsky, another drive. They're trying to get her to drive inside, but I just don't think that's the play right now. I think if you're Foley, you got to get the perimeter shots going again because Rudnitsky's running into a wall with Jennison, and she's just not able to get that shot off. Now on the far side, Suflo. She'll try and drive inside. They're going to get a foul. That's the correct call on Stortkamp. Stortkamp was looking at the ref saying, no, that's on the floor, though. And it is. It'll be her second and the team's sixth. So Suflo will shoot 2. That was going to be no good by Suflo, and not too happy about that one, but this one's up and good. So Suflo goes 1 of 2 there, and with a timeout by the Main Streeters. That would be a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it here, 61-46. Again, 2:36 to go in this one. Foley still got an opportunity, but they're going to have to work quickly. As Foley, again, trying to get their season to continue on past this game. We'll have to wait and see. They've got a chance here. But coming down to the last couple minutes, 2.5 to go, exactly 2:36 left in this game for the Falcons to try and get back, either tie or take a lead and have their season continue. And again, it's hard not to look at this and go, if you're Foley, oh man, 15-point, it's not going to be able, we're not going to be able to pull it off. But again, you can't look at the scoreboard. You just got to go get some shots off quickly and then get back defensively and get the ball back. As now we'll get a foul here on Corton. Rudnitsky draws that foul, and it will be an inbound for the Falcons. And they won't get the shot from the free throw line because it was 1 on the floor and 2, it was only the 6th foul for Sauk Center. Now, kick here to Anderson. Byer, they're going to have to move quicker than that. Are the Falcons, and a 3 well off the mark. They have been struggling to get to these 3-point looks even to the net. So we see a rebound for Corton and then a foul on Foley. This one's going to go against Stortkamp, her 3rd. And now it's a 1-and-1 the other way for Corton. First one's up and good. So good for Corton to make it 62-46. Get a sub in here quick for Foley. Checking in for the first time here tonight is Caitlin Lateral, excuse me. Both of them are good from Corton. And that makes it 63-46. Falcons go back the other way with it. Now Mazizek give to Stortkamp to Byer. Now back to Byer for 3. Again off the mark. And I think the confidence right now is just taking an absolute dip for Foley. I think they're starting to have that creep into the back of their minds that the season could be over, unfortunately. And you don't want to see that happen, but Suflo is good for 2. Make it 65-46. And now back the other way for 3 off the mark. No good there from Mazizek. A rebound for Suflo. And Sauk Center just going to slow things down. They know they've pretty much got this one in hand with a minute and a half. Now under a minute and a half to go. Corton looked at the ball for 3. Instead, she'll pull it down, give now to Schuster. They're going to take time off the clock. They don't need to really score again. We'll get a foul here on Foley just to try and preserve somewhat time. Look at Addie Byer for her 3rd. Team's 8th. And let's see. 15, 22, and 24 check in for Foley along as Swedra. '15 is Lydia Graham. And Suflo no good on the first. And it was rebounded there by Graham. Now with it is 22, Ruby Duvel. On the far side, they give now to 24. That is Whitney Keel. 3 is no good. And it will go out of bounds. Well, jump ball before it went out of bounds, and the possession arrow favors the Falcons. And they'll get one more in, Will Foley. They'll get Annabelle Stay into the game here as this one coming to its end, unfortunately. Now with it is lateral. Give over to Graham. Graham drives inside, puts a shot up. It's no good. Rebounded there by Sauk Center, and that will pretty much do it. No need to shoot another one if you're Sauk Center. I mean, they probably will have to just because the game clock, Sauk Center, or game clock and shot clock separated by about 8 seconds. This ball was stolen away there by lateral. Then she's fouled. So she'll go to the line, shoot a 1-and-1. Foul gonna go here on Clap Hockey, her first, team 7th, and again, lateral will shoot a 1-and-1. First one's up and good for lateral, and she gets a standing ovation from her teammates on the bench. They get 65-47. This one's good as well. Nice job by Caitlin Lateral. Dropping both of those in. Make it 65-48. Foss will check back into the game for Foley. Smile on her face and all. But this will be at the inbound, and Sauk Center will just, well, will hopefully dribble out the clock. They really don't need to shoot another one. Well, they're looking like they're trying to score. I'll shoot a 3, really not necessary. Interesting. Well, they get a 3, I guess, but I really didn't need to. I don't know about that, hitting that 3 there at the end of this game. It's well in hand. You've got 5 seconds left. That's kind of unnecessary if you're Sauk Center, but, well, either way, I guess. I have a hard time seeing how that is really necessary, and it's not very sportsmanlike either with the game in hand, but, well, either way. So that will do it here. Foley gives Sauk Center everything that they could handle, and Foley comes up just short, 68-48. What a run for Foley here in this one, but it does come to an end here at the College of St. Benedict. We're going to get a commercial break. We'll be back to recap this one and talk about Foley a little bit and their seniors. Back after word from our fine sponsors here on KBEK.
Physical therapy. It's one of those services you don't think about until you need it. Pain happens. Count on the team at Physical Therapy Consultants to help. Physical Therapy Consultants, with locations in North Branch, Isanti, Zimmerman, St. Francis, Andover, and Ham Lake, accept all insurance plans, workers' comp, and auto. Their expertise can help you and your body repair. Find out how Physical Therapy Consultants can help you heal. Call 1-888-THERAPY today. 1-888-THERAPY for Physical Therapy Consultants.
Need reliable energy? Burnett Dairy Cooperative has you covered with top quality propane services. Whether you're heating your home, running your business, or firing up the grill, our propane is safe, efficient, and always dependable. Choose Burnett Dairy Cooperative Propane, your trusted partner for all things energy. Stay warm, stay powered, stay local.
Well, it's not the way that Foley would have liked to have ended, but what a great job by Foley here in this game. They were down by almost 20 coming out of half, and then right after the half started, they were down by 20 points, and it looked lopsided to begin the second half. It didn't look good for Foley, but they came back. They ducked it back under that 20-point mark, then got things going again, and then it was back and forth from there on out. But then right in the middle of this one, as we're reaching that halfway mark, Foley got it to 10 points. They cut their deficit to 10 points on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard, and it was like, oh boy, here we go. Foley's going to make that comeback. Foley's got a chance now. Foley has an opportunity to really shift this game in their favor, but thank you. But unfortunately, they just come up short. And one of the reasons why was at the end of this one, or towards the end of this one, what Sauk Center was able to do was able to hit a few more shots, and then Foley, unfortunately, just was not able to hit those shots themselves, and they were struggling right after that run that got them down to about 10-point deficit again. Unfortunately for them, Sauk Center was able to hit a few key shots, and Foley went back the other way, was unable to hit those same shots as well, and not able to get those rebounds. And they changed their game plan a little bit, which was interesting. I thought they wanted to try and get Rudnitsky inside, and I think what they were trying to do was draw more fouls on the Streeters, but they were just unable to do so. Rudnitsky, they kept trying to drive her inside, but she was not unable to draw any fouls, and unfortunately that led to more rebounds for Sauk Center, and they went back the other way and converted. But what a great fight here for the Foley Falcons in this one, and man, they just come up short here on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard, 68-48. Leading the way for the Falcons was both Lydia Anderson and Katie Mazizek with 13 points each, 8 for Adeline Rudnitsky. And then 4 for Abby Wheeler, and then 2 for Storkamp, Byerfoss, Swendra, and Lateral. Looking at the field goal percentage again, 23.5% in the first half. In the second half, 25%. But the three-point went up. They went up from 25% to 41% from the three-point shooting here in the second half. But overall, 24% from field goal range, 33% from the three-point range, and 80% from the free throw line. Pretty darn good for them. So if we take a look at Sauk Center, they're around that 50-point mark or 50% mark, shooting 45%. So, and that a lot of times is the difference. A lot of times, and it's unfortunate because a lot of times in these games, what winds up happening is we see it is for one team the shooting percentage is a lot better than the other, and that's unfortunately what winds up happening is whoever has the better shooting percentages usually comes out on top, and that's what happened here tonight. But does not mean that Foley did not give Sauk Center a run for their money, because they did, and unfortunately for Foley, it ends earlier than they would have liked. Looking at Foley, taking a look and giving their seniors a lot of credit. Adeline Rudnitsky, they only had 2 on the roster now this year, so they'll get a lot of these players, if not most, if not all of these players back for next year. But for Foley, Adeline Rudnitsky, and the other senior, Caitlin Lateral, the 2 seniors for the Falcons. Again, the season comes to an end sooner than they would have liked, but what a great run for them this year. Getting the number 9 seed, winning on the road over Holdingford in the first round of the playoffs, and beating some really good teams along the way. What a fun ride for them here this year, as they will finish the the season as a whole at 15-13. Again, a shout out to Adeline Rudnitsky and Caitlin Lateral, the 2 Foley seniors. What a great year for them, and I just want to say we wish them nothing, absolutely nothing but the best at whatever it is they do next here, whether it be continuing their basketball careers in college, whether it be spring sports, whether it be just going to college, whether it be work that they're going to go to next after graduating. Whatever it is, we wish them nothing but the best going forward, and congratulations to them on a great season. That is going to do it here. Tune in a little bit later at around that 6 o'clock mark, as we're going to have Malacca back here at this arena on the campus of St. Benedict's for the Malacca girls. They will be taking on Spectrum later here this evening. So be sure to tune back in later at around that 6 o'clock mark, as we will come back here and do it again at around that 6 o'clock mark at Claire Lynch Hall. Again, so tune into this station, 95.5. We'll be back here for Malacca and Spectrum. But again, for Foley, great run there. They got it down to 10, but unfortunately for them, just could not get everything back in their favor, as Sauk Center was able to kind of change things on the fly and able to stop Foley's momentum. And and get it back for themselves and come out on top. But for Foley again, what a great run. 15-13 is how they finish the season, and they fall to Sauk Center. But again, congratulations to Adeline Rudnitsky and Caitlin Latterall, the two seniors on this Foley squad. Wish them nothing but the best going forward. That's going to do it for me, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks so much for tuning in. Ways you can stay tuned and updated with your local sports is, one, our morning shows on this station with Rock and Robin Riley at 7:30 and 8:30. Then over on 100.9 FM with Joshua Muron at 7:45 and 8:45. We'll talk this game. All the other local games going on in our listening area, plus some regional and national sports. Another way you can stay tuned is our websites, both kbk.com and wcmpradio.com. You can see the broadcast schedule under the sports tab on there. That'll have all the links for the games that we'll be covering this week. That is subject to change. We'll also have articles from games that we've been at, interviews with coaches and players. And then also we'll have, another way you can stay tuned is our social medias with our Facebook both our Facebook pages, both our Instagrams, and our Twitter at WCMP Radio for all things local sports. So be sure to stay tuned to those. Like, follow, subscribe. Do whatever you got to do to stay tuned. We'll have breaking sports news on there. LOI signings, coaches retiring, coaches being hired, interviews, articles from games that we've been at, games that will be at that day, and so much more. So stay tuned to all of our social medias for all things, again, local sports. I want to thank you all for tuning in here this afternoon as Foley falls to Sauk Center, 68-48. Again, tune back in and at around that 6 o'clock mark. We'll update you if it gets started any sooner on our Facebook pages and Twitter, but at around that 6 o'clock mark, we'll be right back here at Claire Lynch Arena on the College of St. Benedict for Malacca taking on Spectrum. For Nice 95.5 FM, I'm KBEK. Thanks so much for tuning in. Have a great rest of your afternoon and weekend, and don't forget to tune back in later at 6 o'clock.